Okay, so let's talk about two concepts that are very important in the world of narcissism and emotional immaturity. The first one is called whole object relations. It's basically the ability to see people, including yourself, as they really are, with both the good and bad sides of themselves. It's being able to view them as an entire human being, where there are things that you like, there are things that maybe frustrate you. You still care about that person. You can maintain that relationship with them. It's knowing that your best friend is really good at listening, but terrible at being on time. You see the whole picture of who they are and you're able to accept them. And then there's object constancy. This is the ability to keep feeling good about somebody that you like, even when they do something that bugs you. It's like loving your brother, even when he forgets your birthday over and over again. But here's the thing with narcissists and those who are incredibly emotionally immature. They struggle big time with those two concepts, whole object relations and object constancy, because they tend to see things in black and white and all or nothing. In their world, people are either amazing or they're terrible. There's really not any in between. So one minute they might think that somebody is the best person that has ever walked the face of the earth. This person they put up on a pedestal. But then as soon as that person does something that they don't like, then boom, that is the worst person that has ever existed. And here comes the narcissistic discard. And that flip-flopping is emotional whiplash, because one day you're on a pedestal and the next you're in the doghouse. And it's not because of something huge that you did. It could be as simple as saying no to a request or not being available when they want you to be available. Suddenly you are not the hero anymore. You are a dastardly villain in their eyes. Now later you might do something that they like, and just like that, you are back into their good graces and you are once again amazing. Now tell your body that, tell your central nervous system that, when all of a sudden they're saying, hey, no, we're good. I call that the, hey, do you want to go ride bikes? Because it's just a little kid that you just got in a kick fight with on the playground. And then you're devastated and rocked because you thought we had a different relationship. And now they're back and they're saying, I'm good. That's a you thing. If you're still holding on to that from 5 minutes ago, that's a tough cycle, especially for somebody who's in a relationship with a narcissist or somebody who is incredibly emotionally immature, because you never know where you're going to stand. One minute you are the apple of their eye and the next you are on their bad side. And it's like trying to ride a seesaw that's just going out of control. It's moving so fast and you can't even get off. And it's disorienting and it's exhausting. But the key is being able to first recognize what's going on. And even more important is to understand that this is not a healthy relationship. If you find yourself saying, well, yeah, but there are some times that they're good. If we have to look for those times, it's not a great relationship. If your good is just the absence of bad, it's not really a very good relationship. Because there needs to be some emotional consistency in your relationship. And if you are in a relationship that is full of these whiplash moments, you are going to constantly feel on edge. And it's going to be like there's this proverbial bag of eggshells that are on this, I don't know, attached to this stick, and they're hanging out in front of you. And they're continually falling in front of you. Wherever you walk, you're always going to be hearing the crunch of eggshells. You're always going to be wondering, hey, which version of my partner am I going to run into tonight? Get the eggshells ready to walk on just in case. You check, oh, okay, good. Oh, whew, it's the happy version. Now, ideally, I would love it if you could bring up this lack of emotional consistency or this feeling that you're constantly on edge, have that conversation. But the truth is, if you are resonating with this video right now, then I'm pretty sure that you've probably always heard these eggshells crunching whenever you're around this person. You've thought, wait, where is this coming from? Because then what your work might actually be is more around boundaries. And remember, there's a difference between a boundary and an ultimatum. An ultimatum is you need to keep your temper in check when the kids are around, because that, as an ultimatum, is purely a challenge to the narcissist, because they will now show you, oh, you think you're better than me. I will not keep my temper down. But a boundary is a you thing. If you lose your temper in front of the kids, then I will take them and we'll go spend the night somewhere else. Boundary versus ultimatum. You didn't know what you didn't know. Now you know. But it's a little frustrating to actually do the work. But eventually you'll do it more than you won't. And then finally, welcome to that path of enlightenment. You have arrived. You have just started to become.